Madam Chair, we meet at a time when the COVID crisis is nowhere near the end. However, with the introduction of vaccines, there is hope that we will finally be able to turn the corner. The disruption caused has disproportionately impacted the global South. Many of our ambitions and goals have been thrown out of gear, including the pathway to sustainable development goals. In this context, the message to the world is for the international community to come together to combat the pandemic and build a resilient recovery. International institutions have been slow to react initially, but have started getting their act together in a more coordinated manner. The Indian ethos of Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam, the world is one family, should show us the way to build back better. Madam Chair, digital technology is already a game changer, and its utility during this period of building back will only increase as a force multiplier. India has already developed digital technology in a people-friendly and citizen-centric manner to ensure inclusive, integrated and equitable development and delivery of services within our country, including through our unique digital identity system. India's digital vaccine delivery platform, CoWIN, has supported our vaccine drive. Prime Minister Modi has announced that we have offered this CoWIN platform to the world as a global public good. We are bridging the digital divide by leveraging technology solutions that are low-cost, developmental, and designed to empower all citizens, especially women. Vaccines need to reach every corner of the globe. We need to ensure vaccine equity. India has provided medical-related assistance and subsequently vaccines to numerous countries all over the world. As Prime Minister Modi mentioned, we will resume this and work closely with other partners to end this pandemic. For this, the supply chains of raw materials must be kept open. We will ramp up production capacity as new Indian vaccines come on stream. Madam Chair, on climate change, India is the only country among G20 which is on course to meet the Paris targets. We are moving towards the target of 450 gigawatts of renewable energy. We are working to make India the green hydrogen hub. The share of renewable energy in the energy mix stands considerably enhanced to 38%. While there is discussion on the concept of net zero, it is important to understand its implications. A global net zero should be based on the principle of common but differentiated responsibility and of equity, where developing countries will be peaking later given their respective sustainable development paths. Consequently, in order to vacate the carbon space in 2050 for developing countries to grow, the developed countries should in fact do net minus. If the developed countries are only doing individual net zeros, we are in fact moving farther away from achieving the Paris targets. And equally, the developed countries should first need to show that they are on course for achieving their 2030 commitments before we discuss about 2050. Further, there still exists a large gap to achieve commitment by developed countries to provide US $100 billion for climate action. This amount is less than the amount earned by NFL on media rights. Yet, we are struggling to raise US $100 billion, though we claim it's an existential issue. Therefore, it's time we got serious about climate action, particularly from developed countries. Moreover, we need to desist from cherry-picking from the inclusive and comprehensive structure we have built around UNFCCC, which all member states have negotiated and subscribed to. A few should not decide for all. India will not favor any attempts which go against a member state-driven process and are not in the interest of developing countries. Our initiatives like the International Solar Alliance and the Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure are examples of India's contribution to global climate partnership. Madam Chair, India's commitment to development partnership with developing countries remains strong and robust. We will continue to work together in a spirit of South-South cooperation, especially with LDCs, LLDCs, and SIDS. While funds have understandably been diverted for humanitarian assistance, the immediate should not fully displace the medium-term recovery and progress. In the midst of all this, forces inimical to us are posing challenges. Terrorism, hate, radicalism, and extremism, infodemic, and challenges to pluralism, human rights, and democracy have only increased. We can never truly put our countries on the path to recover unless we combat these wholeheartedly and purposefully and call out those who seek to justify these acts. India will be at the forefront to ensure those supporting terrorism, violent extremism, radicalism, etc. do not waylay us on our collective path to resilience and recovery. Madam Chair, you can count on the support of my delegation for the successful conduct of work of this committee in the hectic weeks ahead. I thank you.